So thank you for coming today. Today we're going to do an in-depth comprehensive training on Link Wizard. So just let me give you a quick overview of Link Wizard. Link Wizard is a URL shortening and management platform.
What I'm doing?
I'm doing training, so if you could not play music,
I'm not playing music.
I'm hearing music right now.
So okay,
So sorry about that. Everybody wants to play music in my office all the time. So anyways, Link Wizard is a URL management and shortener platform. It allows you to take long, ugly links and track them and make them into really short, pretty links. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the Link Wizard platform, and we're going to go over everything that you see. Like I said, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, while you're here, just ask a question either in the comments box or use the Q&A section and ask your questions, all right? So this is the Link Wizard dashboard, and the first thing that I want to go over is the settings tab. That is the very first thing that you'll want to do whenever you log into Link Wizard, is you will want to go into your settings tab, all right? In your settings tab, you're going to be able to do standard things like change your password. If you want to change your password, you can do that right here from your settings tab. The next main thing that you're going to do here in your settings tab is you're actually going to set your redirection settings, all right? So your redirection settings are essentially whenever you take a long link and you turn it into a short link and it gets redirected to the short link, the settings are what you see during that redirection process, all right? So you can either choose to not show a default redirection page. If you choose this option, what will happen is the user will not see any redirection page. They will just see a blank screen for like a second, and then they will be redirected to your long link. If you want to show the default redirection page, then you can go in and just select that option, and you can set your default redirection page. So you can change the theme color. You know, there's a banner at the top and the bottom, and you'll see that in a minute. You can change that color. You can also change your default image. You can change the default redirection time, and then you can also change the default redirection message, all right? I don't like to use the default redirection page. I like mine to be blank. So I'm just going to leave mine blank by clicking do not use the redirection page, all right? And again, like I said, at any time, if you guys have any questions, just ask the questions in the chat box or in the comments area, or use the Q&A section, all right? So hopefully you understand what the redirection settings are. Either don't use the default redirection page, which means it's going to be blank. You're going to have a blank redirection page. Or you can choose to use a default redirection page where a user will actually see a redirection page. And I'll just kind of show you what that looks like real quick. All right, let's grab our Link Wizard link, and let's go in and create a link real quick. And I'm just going to say, hey, use this, all right? And I'm going to choose some file. Let's see, I'm going to choose a picture of me and my monkey. And I'm just going to put me and my monkey here. And I'm going to confirm these changes and save these changes. All right. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to show you how to do this in just a second. All right. I'm just going to create a short link real quick. And don't worry about this. We're going to get into this in the training. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this in the training. But first, I just want to show you kind of what happens. So here's my short link right here I just created. And whenever I create this, you can see here is me and my monkey, all right? You can see this is exactly what I just created. Now it's been redirected to my long link, all right? What's up, Daniel? So you can see that I did that in my redirection settings. You can see, all right, if I go in and change this to a different color, I like blue. It's a pretty color. It's a tier 5 blue. And then I'm going to choose my file again. I can just choose any file that I want. And I'm going to choose the SAS image right here. If you want to change this redirection time, let's say to 10 seconds, you can change that. And then just confirm your changes. All right. And then again, we'll just go and grab our link here real quick. And we'll pop our link in. And you'll see exactly, now you can see me and my monkey. It has been changed, my different colors. Here's my image. And here is my redirection timer. All right. Now after this timer is done, it redirects to your long link. Now, if you don't want that default screen, again, just come in here to your settings and say, hey, I don't want to use the default redirection page. And what this will do, what this will do is it will not show that redirection page whatsoever, and you'll have a blank page just like you're going to see now. I'm going to grab this, and now you can see the difference when I go to this link. You will see that there is no redirection page. You don't see any redirection page there, okay? It's completely blank. So hopefully that makes sense and you understand what that does in your settings, all right? Next thing in your settings is you're going to have your Zapier integration. So we do have a Zapier integration, and if you want to actually use our Zapier integration, it's a private app. You're just going to grab this, and yes, Hilton, just to answer your question, that is global for all links. I will show you in a minute how you can actually override this for any particular link if you want to override it for a particular link, but this is global for all links. So this will be the default. Whatever you set here will be the default, and I'll show you whenever you go create an individual link how you can actually override that setting for your individual links, all right? So I'm back with your Zapier integration. If you want to use our Zapier app, just grab this link and copy and paste it into your browser and hit go. And then this will actually take you right to the Link Wizard application. So now you'll be able to actually create a integration through Zapier with Link Wizard. I do want you to keep in mind that for Link Wizard, we don't have any triggers. We just have actions, and we will get to these Zapier actions at the end of the training. You will need to create your Zapier token. So if you don't have a token already, you'll just hit the button that says create token. And then whenever you use Zapier, you'll authenticate with that token. And I'll show you how to do that also during the training. So again, if you want to use Zapier, you're just going to go here in your settings. Pixels. This is where you can actually add in your tracking pixels. If you want to do tracking through Facebook or through YouTube or whatever, you can just add in a new pixel. So if you want to use a Facebook pixel, a Google pixel, a LinkedIn pixel, a Twitter pixel, a Pinterest pixel, or a custom pixel, all right? And how this looks is, let's take a look. Let's do a Facebook one real quick. All right, so we're going to come in here to Facebook, and we're going to come over here to our Facebook ad account. And whenever you're in your Facebook ad account, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Pixels. Now remember, I am a software engineer and I am not a marketer, so I can't really give you advertising help, but I can show you how to set up a pixel in Link Wizard. All right, so here's your pixel ID. All you're going to do is you're going to copy this pixel ID right here. You're going to go to Link Wizard. You're going to pick Facebook. You're going to give this pixel a name, so I could just call it, let's say, John Vaughn Facebook pixel. All right, and then put in your pixel ID. Hit save. Facebook pixel has been saved. If you want to use more pixels, you can just add a new pixel, do the same thing. If you want to use your Google pixel, you're just going to give it a name, and you're going to give it your Google pixel ID. If you want to use a LinkedIn pixel, you're going to do the same. You're going to click LinkedIn. You're going to give it a name, like LinkedIn pixel, and then you're going to give your pixel ID. You're going to do all of that. You're going to do that for Twitter. You're going to do that for Pinterest. It's all going to be the same. You're just going to put in your pixel ID for the corresponding social media, and then just put in your pixel ID and a pixel name. All right. However, if you want to use a custom pixel, then what you need to do is you need to either put that pixel in the header or in the footer. All right. You're going to give that pixel a name. For example, you can come over here. For example, and you can create a custom event with your Facebook pixel. All right. And how you do that is you can continue. And any of these custom events, for example, a lead. All right, you can go in and copy this guy right here, and then you can just put this in your footer, paste in your custom code, and then you can call this a Facebook lead. All right, if you want to do that. I like to do it for custom events for downloads when people download my files, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But here you can actually save that Facebook lead. All right. And this is just where you add all your pixels. So you can see I've got the Tier 5 US pixel, I got the John Vaughn Facebook pixel, and I got 3 custom pixels. I got a $47 purchase, a Facebook lead, and another Facebook lead, all right? If you want to delete those, you can delete them. If you want to edit them, you can edit them, all right? So hopefully that makes sense and you understand the pixels now, all right? Okay, what did this do? All right, so hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, like I said, at any time, just ask questions. Greg, I see you said when I use the redirect page, the bottom colored banner partially overlays the message redirecting. So for that, if that happens, I've never seen that before, but if that happens, all you need to do is submit a bug inside the chat bot right here. Just click right here. If you ever have any issues, just click right here, click chat now, and then click your little menu, and then just click on help and click submit a bug, and just go in and submit a bug, go through the process, submit a bug, try to give as much information as you can, like what the issue is, what page you're on when you experience the issue, and a screenshot of the issue if possible, and that will go directly to Tier 5 engineers, and we'll fix it right up for you, all right? So now let's go back to our settings real quick and finish this up. So we've got our managed pixels. We went through our reset password, our redirection. We went through the Zapier integration. We went through managed pixels. And we're going to go through our IP settings, all right? So in your IP settings, you have 3 different settings. You can block IPs, all right? And how that looks like is if I go in and say, what's my IP? And then I just grab my IP right here. And then I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to add an IP. And I'm going to add in my IP. And I can't add it in, and the reason I can't add it in is because that is in my filtered list. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to explain to you all the difference here, all right? So don't worry about that. So let me add in my IP address. All right, so now I've got in my blocked IPs, I've got my own IP address, all right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to get rid of this Facebook, and I'm going to copy this same link that I had before. And I'm going to try to go to this link real quick. And you can see that my IP is blocked, that I cannot actually get to this link. It will not let me go to this link. And it won't let me go to this link because my IP is blocked. All right, so hopefully you understand what blocked IPs are. It just means if you put in that IP address, they can not visit your link. They are blocked from your link, all right? Now we have suspicious IPs. Suspicious IPs are essentially bot traffic. So what we do is, what we do is, so what we do is we look at all the IP addresses that are actually hitting any Link Wizard link in the entire platform. And if they look suspicious, like there's some type of bot traffic coming from a botnet, we just let you know that, hey, this IP looks suspicious, all right? This is not a good looking IP, it looks suspicious. These are typically like Google bots, crawlers, stuff like that. If we don't think that the traffic from this IP is real traffic based on all the traffic that we get through the entire Link Wizard platform, not just your links, but the entire Link Wizard platform. If any of those suspicious IPs have visited any of your links, we are just going to tell you that, hey, these are suspicious IPs, and these are the links that they're actually hitting. And then you can just go in and block these, or you can add them to your filter list, all right? If you block them, these IPs will no longer be able to actually visit any of your links. And if you add them to your filter list, we're going to talk about that in just a second, what that does, all right? So either way, you can block them or you can add them to your filter list. Then you have your filtered IPs, all right? I'm going to go in and add my IP again. What's my IP? All right. And I'm going to grab this guy. Now, I just do want to show you first, if I go in here and copy this, I want you to notice that it has 0 clicks right now. All right, so if I copy this and I go here and I visit this link, it's going to take me to my long link. All right, and if I come back over here to my dashboard, you will see that I have 5 clicks, all right? Those are all coming from my own IP address. I know that. Every one of these links are coming from my own IP address. If you don't believe me, you can just come here and look, and you can see these are all my IP addresses right here. This is all my IP. This is literally me doing all of this, all right? So now what we want to do is we want to try to give you guys an accurate description of your traffic. We want to be able to show you guys an accurate description of your traffic. So for that reason, we allow you guys to filter IP. So if I go in and I put in my IP address here, I'm gonna put in my IP address, I'm gonna add that. And now once I add that, you'll be able to look and see if I go back to my dashboard that I no longer have 5 clicks. Now my clicks are actually all getting filtered. So if I go in and grab this guy right here, and I come over here and I visit this link again from my own IP, if you look, that will not count as a click. It will be filtered out. So you can see all my clicks now have actually been filtered. So they're all my clicks, but they're not actually counting towards your real traffic because this is your own IP. So any IP that you want to filter because you're trying to actually gauge, you're trying to actually gauge the real traffic, then you can filter those. If you have dynamic IPs, Christian, then you'll have to filter all of them. So there's no way for us to actually know what your dynamic IPs are. So you'll just have to keep filtering those dynamic IPs if you have dynamic IPs. Like I said, the whole purpose of this filtering is so that you can get some actual accurate information on the actual link clicks that you're getting from real traffic, and you can actually extract from that data out your own link clicks so that you don't have to actually look and see, okay, well, I got 500 link clicks. How come nobody bought my thing when really 400 of those link clicks were from your own computer, you just testing your link, all right? So that's what that filter IPs is for. So that kind of goes over everything here in our settings, and I don't see any questions. I did answer your question, Greg. Like I said, you'll just need to put in a ticket if you're having issues. Dennis says, I believe there's currently an issue with Verizon phones being able to receive Link Wizard links via text in bulk. Is there a recommended workaround folks should use in the meantime when Link Wizard links are created via Zapier? Where do they show up in our dashboard so we can track stats? All right. There is no current workaround for your Verizon phones. So we are in the process right now of adding in custom domains, so that won't be a problem anymore. You can just use your own custom domains. And when Link Wizard links are created via Zapier, where do they show up in our dashboard so we can track stats? We're going to get to the Zapier integration in a minute, so I'll answer those questions in a minute, Dennis. Hopefully you guys understand your entire settings, all right? So now that we understand our entire settings, you're just going to go over the dash. Well, now that you understand your entire settings, what we're going to do is we're going to go look at the different links, and we're going to go in and create different links, all right? So we're going to start first with the file link, all right? File links are pretty cool. They just allow you to do file downloads. For example, here is a file that I just created. Let's say, all right, here's the Tier 5 letterhead right here. Actually, this is the Tier 5 community presentation. It's a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to pick that. And then if you want to customize your URL, so remember, I am doing a file link. I'm creating a file link. And whenever you create a file link, you're just going to give the file that you want people to download. And then if you want to create a custom, URL, you can do that. And I'm just going to call that Tier 5 presentation. All right. If you want to add your pixels, remember we added pixels in our settings. Those are going to show up here. If you want to add your Facebook pixel, you can add it. You can add multiple pixels. You can add as many pixels as you want. We don't care. You just can't add the same pixel twice, all right? So if you want to add a LinkedIn pixel, and a Facebook pixel, and a YouTube pixel, and custom pixels, you can add all those pixels in at the exact same time if you want to. No big deal there, all right? But however, if you want to add a pixel in, you need to first go to your settings and add that pixel in your settings. Once you add that pixel in your settings, it will show up here, all right? Tags, if you want to add tags, You can see you can search by tags here. And it makes it really easy for you to go in and actually find your links if you search by tags, all right? So if you want to keep some organization, you can go in and actually add some tags. And I could add a new tag here, tier 5. All right? And just go in and actually add your tag. This is gonna help you actually manage your links, all right? So, and yes, Hilton, you do need to go in and actually add your pixels in your settings first before you can add them to a link. So you need to come in here to your settings, and you need to come over here to your Vantage pixels. You need to add in your pixel. Once you add in your pixel, it will be available for you to add to your links, all right? If you want to give a description, this description is just literally going to give you more information about what you're using this link for. So this will allow you to, keep some information about, this will allow you to keep some information about what the link is for, okay? So this is, this link is a tier 5 community presentation PowerPoint. All right, so this just actually allows you to give some more information, and this is searchable. You'll see in a minute. All right, you remember that redirection page? Remember in our settings, we went to our settings and we had a redirection setting. This is global. This applies to every single link by default. If you want to override this for an individual link, then you can just go in and override this for an individual link right here, all right? So, for example, I can come in, and I think somewhere, somehow, I should actually have something on the tier 5 community presentation. I'm not sure where it is, but it's somewhere, not sure where it's at. Doesn't look like it's anywhere. No, I'll just use this, all right? So I'm just gonna use this. All right, so this is going to be a custom redirection page just for this one single link. This is going to override my global settings, all right? If you want to add a fave icon, if you don't know what a fave icon is, it's this little thing right here that shows up in the browser tab, all right? If you want to add that, you can add that. So you're just going to go in and actually pick one of those and add one of those. I don't want to add one because I don't care about that, all right? Your link preview, if you want to add a link preview, all right? Your link preview is, what is your link preview? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at your link preview. All right. Here is your link preview right here. You see this thing that shows up here? Whenever you share a link on Facebook, this is your link preview, all right? So if you want to customize this link preview here and make it look all pretty, like mine looks all pretty, then you can do that right here, all right? You're just going to say that, hey, I want to add a link preview, and then you're just going to pick your file. Again, we can pick whatever file that we want. I'm going to pick this file. I'm going to pick this picture right here. So like this. And if you want to give a title, and a description, so just keep in mind, this up here is your title, own a 3-year-old software company. Down here, become a tier 5 partner and share in our profits. That is your description. And then this picture here, well, that is your picture. That's your image. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna do that. And then you have some other options here. You can add an expiration date for this link. If you want this link only to be available for a certain amount of time, you can go in and actually add an expiration date here, all right? So you can go in and pick a time and date. You could say, hey, this is valid until October 31st at 12 a.m. Pick a time zone. let's say Central Time Zone, and then you can actually set a redirection link to redirect to after this expires, all right? If you don't set this link, it's just gonna show a message that this link has expired. If you do set a link, then it is going to redirect to that link, all right? So if you don't wanna set an expiration date, you can set a geolocation, and you can essentially go in and you can just decide that, you know, these guys right here, they're blocked. Or these guys right here need to be redirected to a different link, all right? If you want to block everybody, so this is allowing everybody, and you can just say, hey, these guys right here are going to get blocked. And then you can just block these guys, all right? If you want to block everybody, then you can just click deny all, and then you can just allow only certain people if you want. You can just say, hey, I only want to allow these people in the United States. Everybody else in the world is blocked, all right? If you don't care about geofencing, you just turn it off. And that is pretty much everything that I'm gonna do on this file link. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And then I'll just show you how this file link works. Now here's that file link that I just created. Let's go ahead and copy this guy. Let's paste him in here. You can see here is my custom redirection page. This is that custom page that I set. What is the Tier 5 community all about? There's my image. Remember, by default, I have no redirection page. Now it's actually going to say your download should start automatically in a few seconds. And here is my downloaded file right here. This is the same file that I just actually updated, or the same file that I uploaded. So this just has downloaded my file. It's still downloading because, like I said, it is a PowerPoint presentation. And it's kind of a big presentation. So you can see now it's actually downloaded, and now it's actually opened up on my computer, all right? This is that file that just got downloaded. So that is what a file link is. Hopefully that makes sense. It's just a really easy way for you to share files with people. You can just upload any file that you want, and then you can just share it, all right? And you will see that it is going to show you a tag here that says it's a file link, all right? And you can see here's a tag here, Tier 5, so you can go in and actually search by that Tier 5 tag, and then that's all that's going to show up, is that right there, all right? And I'm pretty sure, too, that you can go in and, search PowerPoint. And I think that will actually find it as well. Or maybe I need to search that. Maybe not. Nope. That is searching through that description right there. All right. So hopefully that explains everything about a file link. If not, if you have any questions, then just ask those questions. And to answer your question, Christian, can two people have the same link, like lnkw.co/abc? No, they can't. Those links are unique. So there can't be two of the exact same link. However, they are case sensitive. So if you have a lowercase ABC, another person can have a capital ABC because they are case sensitive. So hopefully that answers your question. Two people cannot have the exact same links. All right. Hilton, to answer your question with the pixel, does that mean you can retarget everyone who downloads your file? That is correct. So you can actually, if you want, you can go in and you can create a custom event. So you can go into your settings and you can go into your pixel manager and you can create a new pixel and you can create a custom pixel, and then you can actually create a custom event through Facebook that is a file download, and then you can retarget everybody who downloaded a specific file of yours. All right, so hopefully that makes sense, Hilton. You can totally retarget people who have downloaded your file, either by retargeting the file link itself, users who have visited the actual URL to the file, or you can create the custom event in Facebook, which is a file download or whatever you want it to be, and then you can just add that custom pixel and then retarget everybody who has triggered that custom event. So hopefully that answered your question. Simon, you said, so the description is only available to you, correct? That is correct. So So I just want you to know that this description right here is only available for you, and this description here is what gets shared on the internet, all right? So again, if we were to actually go back to my dashboard, if we were to go back to my dashboard and go in and grab this link right here and share it on Facebook, you will see that it is the presentation, all right? Now, if I share that on Facebook, it should be an image pops up as well, and there you go. There is the custom share preview that I actually, there's a custom share preview that I've actually created there, all right? So that description is visible to the public. Just keep in mind that that description is this description with the link preview. This description that is by itself without the link preview, that is for yourself. That's just a personal note for yourself so that you know what you're using that link for. Maybe you can put, you know, where you share out on the internet. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. So Hassami, you said, can we collect lead from link click? I'm not really sure what that means. So I'm going to say no, because I don't really know what that means. So I'm just going to say no, unless maybe you want to further clarify what that means, because I don't really understand what that means. So, I mean, I want to say yes, you can collect a lead from a link click if you add your Facebook pixel there, then or any of your social pixels. If you add those pixels there, you can obviously retarget those people and just follow them all around social media. All right. But can you just collect their name and their email address just for them clicking a link? Well, no. It would be cool if you could, but I just don't understand how you could do that. All right. So now we're going to go in and create a short link. All right. So I'm just going to grab this long link right here, and I'm going to pop it in there, and I'm going to, all right. So here's your actual URL. This is creating a short link. Here's your actual URL that you want to shorten. And here's your short link. I'm just going to put my IP. And if you want some randomly generated thing, just don't click that. All right. This will create a randomly generated link. If you want to say what your link should be, then just click this and then put in whatever you have here, whatever you want there. All right. You kind of have the same thing here. Add your pixels, add tags. All right. Add a description. Add your customized redirection page if you want. Add your fave icon, add your link preview, all right? We've already seen your expiration date, so you can add your expiration date here. We've already seen your geolocation, so you can add your geolocation here. The only thing that you have not seen, and no, there is no limit to this right here. It can be however long you want. It just needs to be a valid link, Dennis, but there is no limit. It just needs to be a valid link. What we haven't seen here is a schedule, all right? So on these short links, you can add a schedule. And what a schedule means is you can have your link do different things for different days. For example, you can have your link go to one place on Monday. You can have your link go to a different place on Tuesday, a different place on Wednesday, a different place on Thursday, a different place on Friday, a different place on Saturday, and a different place on Sunday, all right? So if you do this, however, this thing up here you will never go to this link, because you're never sending a person to this link. You're sending them to a different link on all these different days, all right? So this will send them to a different link on all these different days. You can also add in a special schedule. That special schedule, you just need to give a date, all right? So for example, if you want to, I'm pretty sure this is Halloween, put in a Halloween link here. You can put in a Halloween link. If you want to put in a Christmas link, then you can add another one, and you can just go in whenever Christmas is. I'm not sure when Christmas is. I think it's the 25th or something. You can put in a Christmas link here, all right? So this allows you to have your link do different things depending on what day it is, whether what day of the week it is, or what day of the year it is. This allows you to give a schedule, all right? So here, this is a schedule for each and every day, and this is a special schedule for specific calendar days, all right? So if you guys want to do something like have a daily recipe or a daily deal or some you know, daily news. You can go in and actually create one single link, and depending on the day that it is, it's going to send people to different URLs, all right? So I'm gonna call this my IP. I'm gonna shorten this URL right here. And I can see my IP is already taken, all right? So I can't use that because it was already taken. Wonder who took my IP. So hopefully you understand everything that you need here. That URL is already taken. This URL looks like it's already taken as well. That URL is also already taken. All right. And that is correct, Hilton. You can have one link that takes users to all sorts of different places depending on the day of the year or depending on the day of the week. All right. Let me change this to IP address. And I'm just going to go ahead and shorten this URL. And then I am going to copy this guy right here and just post him in right there. And you'll see this is going to take me to that long link. All right. So now it's taking me right to that long link. And at any time, if you want, you can just come in and you can edit this link right up if you want to. And let's go back in and put in that schedule for these different days so you can see how that works. All right. So now you can see that. And if I come back over here, and what is today? Today is Monday. So this should take me to a Monday link. And you can see it's taking me to Monday because today is Monday. So if you come back tomorrow, it's going to take you to a Tuesday link. And not a Monday link, all right? And yes, to answer your question, all you do, you can come in and edit this guy, and you're just going to give the URL that you want to redirect to in this box for the day, all right? If you leave this blank, then it's going to take this guy right here. So if I go in and update this now, and then I come back here, it's going to take your long link because you left that day blank. See? So if you leave the day blank, then it's going to take your long URL. If you don't leave the day blank, then it's going to take that actual day. So yes, you use a different URL each day and enter it into the box alongside the day. Hopefully that answers your question because that's exactly what you do. So hopefully that answers your question. And that gives you pretty much, if you want to delete the link, you can just delete it, no problem. That gives you pretty much all the information that you need about a short link. So hopefully that makes sense and you don't have any questions there. And we're going to move on to the rotating link. Now the rotating link is very, very similar to the short link. The only difference is you can add in multiple links, all right? So for example, I've got some different software that we've built with my company, Tier 5. One of those is Link Wizard. So I've got a bunch of software, but we're just gonna use these right here, all right? And we're gonna put these into our rotating link. Here's our first one. We're gonna add a second one. This is gonna go here. We're gonna add a third one. All right. So again, let's call this random Tier 5 software. All right. It's gonna be called random Tier 5 software. Again, if you want to add a pixel, you can add a pixel to pixel somebody up. All the other same things you can do. Just notice that you can't. Just notice that you can't add a schedule here. And no, Hilton, this is a little different than a scheduled day, all right? This is a little different than the scheduled day link, all right? I'm not understanding what you're asking me, Hilton. I think what you're actually asking me is, I don't really know what you're asking me, but I think what you're asking me is if you come in here and create a short link and then add schedules, it is the same way in the special schedule. You're going to add the day, and then you're going to add your link over here to this side. You can, if you want to add a different day, you're going to pick that day, and then you're going to add your link over here to this side. I think that's what you're asking me, and that's how you would do it. It's the same thing as the day-wise schedule, where you're going to have your day and you're going to put your link next to it. All right? Hopefully that answers your question. However, this rotating link is a little bit different. You see I put 3 different links here. I've got a link to use Link Wizard, a link to Sticky Reviews, and a link to Magic Zap. It's going to be called Random Tier 5 Software. I am going to put in a Facebook Pixel. All right? And then also notice that you have all these things that we've already talked about here. So we're not going to talk about them again because we've already went over everything. And I'm just going to shorten this URL up. All right. And now I'm just going to copy this guy right here. And I'm going to go to this link. And you can see that takes me to Link Wizard. I'm going to go to this link again. And you can see that also takes me to Link Wizard. What is that about? Well, that actually did not work as expected. So I think I figured out what is the problem. I think it's a filtering problem, so let's just check that real quick. Let's just check that real quick and see what that does. All right, so that goes to Sticky Reviews. Click it again. That goes to Magic Zap. Click it again. That goes to Link Wizard. Click it again, and guess what happens if you click it again? It goes back to Sticky Reviews. Guess what happens if you click it again? It goes back to Magic Zap. So hopefully you can understand what's happening here. It's just round robining between whatever links that you've given it. So we gave it these 3 links. And since we gave it those 3 links, it just round robins between all 3 of those links. It's going to go there, and then go there, and then go there, and then back here, and then back here, and then back here. It's going to keep round robining it. All right. So I do want you to notice, though, that just like the issue that I saw, if you have your own IP address filtered, that does not count as a link click. And since it does not count as a link click, it will not round robin to the next, it will not round robin to the next link click, all right? So if you see that issue and you're like, wow, why is this not round robining to the next thing? Most likely you've got your IP address filtered, and since it's not being counted as a link click, then it's not going to move on to the next thing, all right? So hopefully that makes sense. That is your rotating link, all right? Again, if you go to your dashboard, you can see that rotating link, and you can actually see the next link that it's actually going to go to, or the last link it was at, all right? So those are your rotating links. Christian, you said one of my links is a suspicious IP and goes to a 404. I'm not really sure what that means, so I have no idea what that means. One of my links is a suspicious IP and goes to a 404. I think you just would need to give me the link, or maybe put in a bug request, because I'm not sure what you mean. None of your links can be a suspicious IP. I mean, there are suspicious IPs, and those are IPs that we feel are bots. We don't feel that that is real traffic. We feel like that is some botnet that's generating fake traffic, like some type of web crawler or literally a botnet. So, but your link can't be a suspicious IP, but a suspicious IP can visit your link. And if it's a 404, then I'm thinking that something's just been done wrong. So you would just need to send me the link, or just go in and submit a bug right here, and then engineers will check it out. All right. So now let's talk about a group link. All right. So I want you to look at a group link, and I want you to see that group links are almost the same as all your other links. All right. The only difference is you do not actually put in any link whatsoever. There is no place for a link. All right. So let me just go in and actually find a group link, and I'm going to show you one that's already created. I think I've got one that is right here. Here's a crazy demo. Here's another one right here. All right, so let's go in and check this guy out. All right, so this is a group link. It's called the LinkedIn $1 promo. All right, and here is the actual link. All right, I've got a pixel. So essentially, what is a group link? Essentially, a group link. And Simon, you asked, will Link Wizard tell us the suspicious link to block? I think you guys are a little bit confused here. There is no such thing as a suspicious link, all right? There are no suspicious links. There are suspicious IP addresses, okay? So if you look in your IP settings, there are suspicious IP addresses. You are not blocking a link. You are blocking the entire IP address. If you guys know what solo traffic is, if you guys ever buy solo ads, a lot of what solo ad vendors will do is they will feed your links into a botnet. There will be no real traffic visiting your links. It will physically be a botnet behind a proxy. It will be a computer program that simulates a link click, all right? We will identify that and say, hey, those aren't real people. That is a machine. You're paying somebody for traffic, and they're not giving you real traffic, all right? Or Google. If Google crawls your link and you get 50 link clicks from Google, we're going to show you, hey, this is a suspicious IP. This is not a real piece of traffic. And then we'll let you know what those IP addresses are, and you can either block them or you can filter them, all right? But there is no such thing as a suspicious link. There are only suspicious IP addresses. So hopefully that answers your question and that makes sense. So let's go back to this group link here. All right. So I want you to notice that you give a group link a name, but you don't give any actual URL. All right. And the reason is the reason is these are created with an automation. That's the reason. All right. So let's look in here in Zapier, and we're going to go to my home folder, and somewhere I think in LinkedIn. All right. So in LinkedIn, I have a $1 a day promo, and I actually was sending this out to a bunch of my connections on LinkedIn, and I was asking them feedback for a promo of mine. So I want you to see what happens here. Nothing fancy here, just what's happening is an automation, but here's the Link Wizard right here. Here's the Link Wizard integration. So you're just gonna pick Link Wizard from Zapier, all right? And whenever you pick Link Wizard from Zapier, what you're going to do is you can just edit this template here, all right? And then you can pick from your group links, all right? Here are my different group links that I have, and then you can just feed in your URL here, and that will actually create a URL that looks something like this right here. You can see here's your group link, here's the name of your group link, and here's an individual identifier, all right? So this allows you to actually create these links through an automation, all right? And the reason that I do this is so that I can actually use this with MagicZap. So I literally created these group links so that they could actually be used with MagicZap. And what you can do is just like you see here, you can pass in these different URL parameters, and you can encapsulate these URL parameters with your group link, and then you can go in and use MagicZap to do a bunch of fun stuff with those URL parameters, and you can still actually encapsulate everything, all right? So you can still see all your data here. If you go to your dashboard, you can see what's happening. If you go to your dashboard and actually go to your group link, then I can see that I got 790 clicks here, all right? And if I go look at this guy right here, then I will actually see all the different links that have been created. So, should see all the different links that have been created. Here's all the different links that have been created, all right? And I can actually see everybody's email address, all right? I can see this dude's email address, I can see this dude's email address, I can actually see the people who are actually clicking on this link. I can see their email addresses, so I know who's actually clicking on this link. And how is that possible? Because literally right here, I'm passing in their email address, all right? So this allows you to actually go in and create like a template, all right? This is like a link template that you can create that is trackable through Link Wizard that allows you to encapsulate URL parameters so that you can use these links with MagicZap, and then you can do things like fire custom automations whenever people go to your particular links, all right? So literally this is built just so that you guys can use Link Wizard with MagicZap and actually encapsulate everything and still get some good data as far as the overall statistics of, like, here are all the overall statistics where I can see, you know, most of my people from LinkedIn are from the United States, but I got some from Australia, I got some from whatever ZA is, I've got a few from, looks like Argentina, Uruguay, all right? So, and then, you know, you can still see all this information, your platform status, we'll go over that in a second. And then you can also see, here are the people, here are literally the people that are clicking your links, all right? And you can see how many times they've actually clicked on your link, all the different people. This is literally every link that's actually been created and how many people are actually clicking on it, all right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. Hopefully you guys understand the group links, all right? So that is one of the integrations that you have with Zapier. One of the integrations that you have with Zapier is to create that group link. In order for that to work in Zapier, you need to first come in and create the group link here, all right? So if you create the group link here, once you create it here, you will then be able to actually use it in Zapier. The other integration that you have with Zapier is just to create a short link, all right? So you're gonna use Link Wizard. So you're gonna use Link Wizard here, and then you can either create a group link or you can create a short link. So if you wanna use the Zapier integration, again, what you need to do is you need to come to your settings and you need to come to the Zapier integration, and you're gonna need to make sure you have your Zapier account connected by using this token, and you can just connect an account and then you can just throw in your token there. All right, so you can just throw in your token and hit continue. And then you'll be able to authenticate your account. And once you authenticate your account, again, like I said, you can either use a group link or a short link, all right? If you use a short link, it's pretty much the same as anything else. You're just gonna give a long link. And then you're gonna continue. And this is gonna create a short link, all right? Now it's not gonna create one here because I don't have a first step set up, but whenever you're done here, it will give you a Link Wizard short link, all right? The one thing I want you to keep in mind on the Zapier integration, if you create a short link, it will not show up in your dashboard. Those Zapier links, so Dennis, to answer your question, when a short link is created via Zapier, do the shortened URL stats also show in the dashboard? They do not. What's up, David? They do not. Those are not trackable. So those things are actually not trackable. If you want to track short links that are created with an automation, you want to use the group link. The group link has been specifically created so that you can create links with an automation and also track them in your dashboard, all right? You will not be able to track the short links in your dashboard if you create them with Zapier. The only thing that's trackable with Zapier in your dashboard are your group links, all right? So if you want to track the thing, then use your group link, all right? Just make sure that you have your group link created first, and then again, like I said, you can go in and you can track it, just like this one here. I see a group link, and I see that 790 people actually tracked it. So now guess what? If I wanted to go in and actually make a custom audience of all my Facebook or all my LinkedIn friends, and I just wanted to follow my LinkedIn friends all over Facebook, I can literally just come right in here, and I can come over here to Facebook, and I can go to Manage Ads, and then I can come over here to Audiences, and then I can come over here to Create an Audience, and I'm going to create a custom audience, and I am going to create that from website traffic, and I'm just going to say include all website visitors that have visited a specific web page, and I'm just going to put that in right there, and I'm just going to call this LinkedIn Connections. All right, and I'm just going to change this to 180 days, and I'm going to create that audience. Now this is everybody. These are all my LinkedIn connections that have actually clicked on my link because I sent them out an email and I asked them for some input on one of my offers and what they thought about my offer and my landing page. So these are my LinkedIn connections. All right. So now I'm going to follow them all over Facebook. All right. So now we've went over everything in your settings. We've went over creating file links. We've went over creating short links. We've went over creating rotating links. We've went over creating group links. The only thing left, what's up, Michael, Lucy? The only thing left is to go over your dashboard. So it's pretty straightforward. You can see everything. Here I'm going to tell you whether it's a file link or a normal link, or if it's a group link, you'll be able to easily tell, okay, hey, this is a group link. Hey, this is a file link. You can see how many people have actually clicked on your link. You can see how many people were blocked. So these blocked people. All right, Hilton, I'll answer that in just a second. All right, these blocked people are people that you've either blocked their IPs completely. So you've either just went to your settings and you've blocked their IPs over here. You've just blocked their IPs, or whenever you've actually created the link, they're blocked because of an expiration, because the expiration date is over, or they're blocked because of a geolocation. All right. Regardless, if you have anything that's blocked, I don't know if I have anything that's blocked because I let the entire world visit my links. If you have anything that's blocked, if you actually go to the link itself, you will see that it's blocked down here, and you will actually see the reason that it was blocked, whether it was blocked for an expiration date, or whether it was blocked for a geolocation, or whether it was blocked because the IP address was blocked. All right. So then you'll see filtered clicks. Again, filtered clicks are just IP addresses that you have actually filtered. All right. So you'll see total clicks, block clicks, filtered clicks, the date that you created this, and then if you actually go to the link itself, you'll be able to see your link preview here. You'll be able to share it on social media. Here, you'll be able to see where these clicks are coming from. You'll be able to see where your block clicks are coming from. You'll be able to see a data table that essentially has all the individual link clicks, when they happened, where they came from, what the referring channel was. Query strings, I didn't talk about this, but you can pass query strings to your links, all right? So what that means is if you pass a query string to your link, it will be passed to your long link. And I can just show you what that means if you want to see what that means. For example, here is this right here, random tier 5 software. And if I put in an affiliate ID equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm passing a parameter to my short link, you can see that that parameter was passed to my long link. All right. So if parameters are passed to your long link, that is going to show up as well in your table. You will see those query parameters that were actually passed to your long link. All right. So hopefully that makes sense to you. All right. Also, other stuff that you can see, you can just look at your link stats, and you can see different information about your link stats. To get a better view of that, let's just go to somebody like this who has a bunch of clicks, and let's look, and you can see all your clicks, what countries they're actually coming from. You can see your clicks, what platforms are coming from. You can see the browsers that are actually being used, and you can see the actual referring channels. All right. So that kind of goes over everything. Hilton, to answer your question, you said, I don't get it, so why would I want to automate generating a short link? Well, lots of reasons. So Magic Zap, if you pass URL parameters with Magic Zap, it allows you to do a lot of cool, crazy stuff. All right. So what I do, like for example, Hilton, you're into chatbots, right? You create chatbots. Well, what you can do is you can essentially use Magic Zap, and you can all right. So what do I do? If you take a look here, I'll show you exactly what I do. All right. See this guy right here. This is an automated email that goes out to everybody that I'm connected with on this is, and yes, m.me links can be, you can use that with Link Wizard. This is an automated process that I have that contacts everybody I'm connected to on LinkedIn. All right. This goes in, and it essentially, this catch hook is just used to do a recursive function. All right. There's a catch hook that starts this process, and then at the end of this process, I hit that catch hook again. So, you know, this catch hook says, hey, start this automation. And at the end of this process, I delay for like a couple seconds. I delay for how long? I delay for like 2 minutes. And after I delay for 2 minutes, I call this catch hook, the same catch hook right here, which starts this process again. So this is just like a loop, all right? So what I do in this loop is I go through a spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet. It has all my LinkedIn connections, all right? So I go in and I grab the next person in line in that spreadsheet, and then I create a short link through automation, all right? And whenever I create that short link, I send them to this web page right here, and I embed their email, and I embed their name, all right? Now that creates a short link through my automation, and then what happens is on this web page, I actually have Magic Zap installed on this web page, so as soon as they visit this web page, Magic Zap knows that particular piece of traffic is on the web page, and it fires off another email and says, hey, I see you're on my website right now. Is there something I can help you with? All right. So why would you want to generate a short link with an automation? Well, let's say you want to embed parameterized data, but you know, just like I know, that users are not going to click on, a user will not click on this link right here, all right? When they see all this parameterized data, it's going to turn them off, and they're not going to want to click this link, all right? So to hide this parameterized data so that they still click our link, we encapsulate it with this short link, all right? Now, whenever they click on this link, it has all the parameterized data embedded in this encapsulated short link. They go to the long URL with the embedded parameterized data, and then at that point, we can actually use Magic Zap. And Magic Zap, if we embed their phone number, Magic Zap can trigger a phone call to them, and we can be on the phone with them as they are on our website. If we embed their ManyChat ID or their Chatfuel ID, as they click our link and they go to our website, our chatbot can follow up with them and send them a message. Our chatbot can lead score and know what website they actually visited, all right? So literally, like I said, these group links were created just to actually allow you guys to use Magic Zap very easily and encapsulate this parameterized data from your users so that they're more apt to click on your links, all right? Hopefully that answers your question, Hilton. Christian says, can m.me links also be edited with Link Wizard? Well, you can go to this guy right here, and you can just grab this guy right here, and then you can grab him, and you can create a short link, and you can just put him in there. And let's call this the Tier 5 chatbot. Hey, what just happened there? I think you didn't like my link. So there's the Tier 5 chatbot. And let's just click on them. And he looks like he can work just fine with that. All right. So yes, you can use your m.me links with Link Wizard. And remember, at any time, if you want to go in and edit a link and update a link, you can go in and edit it and just do it all from one platform. If you want to delete a link, you can go in and delete a link at any time, no problem. All right. So Greg says, does Group Link with Zapier have the capability to pull name and email only from specific sources, such as you showed with your LinkedIn example, or can the Group Link Zapier function pull name and email from any source? I don't think you understand what's going on, Greg. So all the Group Link does is create a short link. That's it. All the Group Link does is create a short link. Where does your data come from? Your data you need to have. So it's not like the Group Link is pulling in data magically from someplace. This data already exists on my spreadsheet, all right? So the data already exists from my spreadsheet. I'm pulling it in from my spreadsheet. So all the Group Link is going to do is create a new link under that template. So what you're doing with the Group Link, again, is you are creating a link template. The only thing you are not providing is the URL. You are not going to provide a URL. You're going to provide the template for the URL. And then with Zapier, you're going to actually provide the link that you want to shorten. If you want to embed parameterized data, you need to somehow have that data already. Link Wizard is not going to go get data from anywhere. So hopefully that answers your question, all right? But could I add in more data here? Yeah, sure. I could add in whatever data that I wanted. What else do I have? I have this dude's company name. So if I wanted to, I can just say, and, you know, company name equals, and then just put in his company name because I have that from my spreadsheet as well. So I can just go in and put in his company name. All right. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. So I'm just going to call that answered. And then Simon, could you use File Link rather than using Dropbox for supplying a lead magnet? PDF, for example, I could attach a pixel for tracking as well. That is correct, Simon. So that is exactly what I use the File Link for. So I use the File Link just so that I can easily share files like lead magnets with people. So I found in ClickFunnels that it was actually a real pain in my butt to add digital assets and actually upload files and present them to people whenever they, you know, submitted a button or submitted a form. It was just a hassle. I saw other people in ClickFunnels that were also complaining about the same thing. So we built the File Links. All right. So hopefully that answers your question. You sure can use the File Link instead of Dropbox, and you can use it to supply a lead magnet. And you can even pixel those people. And once you pixel those people, you can go in just like I showed you into your custom audiences, and you can create a custom audience from people who have just downloaded your file. How you would do that, for example, if I come in here to my dashboard and I want to download people, only people who have, I want to only follow people, let's say, who have downloaded this file right here, which is this, you know, it is the partnership versus membership document. I could just copy this link right here, and then I could just come over here into my ads manager. I could create a new custom audience, and I could say, hey, from website traffic, and I can say people who visited a specific web page, and then just put in that. And this will literally retarget only people who have downloaded that particular file. And then I can just follow them all over the internet and say, hey, you downloaded my file, what's up? I never got your information. You never filled out my poll. Go fill out my poll or whatever. All right. So now essentially we have covered every single aspect of Link Wizard. All right. So, are there any other questions, or are you guys good on Link Wizard and fully understand everything? Any questions? See, I've answered all your questions already that were asked in the Q&A. I've answered all your questions in the comment sections, and I've answered all the questions on Facebook. Are there any other questions that you guys would like answered? Because now is a great time for me to answer them. Any other questions, boys and girls, transgenders? Do you guys have any other questions? Looks like I got 2 other open questions. Fabulous, like it. Great, Simon. Jeffrey says, thanks. Still looking for a 297 upgrade link. Well, I don't know what to tell you there. There is one in the, where is that upgrade link? All right, there is an upgrade link somewhere, someplace, somewhere. Let me try to find it for you real quick, and then I'll give it to you. All right? Should be right here somewhere. I'm not sure if you're already, are you already a community member, Jeffrey? Is that what you're saying? If you're already a community member, if you just send me a private message with your email address, I can just update you in the back end. If not, you can go to that link right there and you can upgrade right there. Where can I find this recording? You cannot find this recording anywhere because it does not exist yet, but you will be able to find it on my YouTube channel after it is uploaded. If you don't know where my YouTube channel is, you can just go to youtube.com and then just search John Vaughn. And this little guy that has a bunch of little guys following him, that's me. And where will you be able to find this video? If you go to videos.
And you're here.
Hey, it will be right here. It will be the last one because I'm going to upload it as soon as this one's done. So you'll be able to go there. All right. So Jeffrey, I gave you that upgrade link. Hopefully you see that upgrade link. So that's there. Greg, when will the custom URL capability be available? Jeffrey, if you don't see the link, it's right. I put it in the Zoom chat. All right. I put it right inside the Zoom chat. So if you look inside the Zoom chat, you'll see it right inside the Zoom chat because it's right there. All right. Greg, you said, when will the custom URL capability be available? Hopefully by the end of this month. So it should be available hopefully by the end of this month. Right now we're working on, what we're working on is we're working on conversion scripts. So we're actually creating a Link Wizard pixel so that you can install a Link Wizard pixel on your own domain, on your own sites, and then you can actually track conversions. So what that means is, for example, let's say you have a website like this, all right, which I happen to have a website just like this, all right. This is one of my websites. So you will be able to install the Link Wizard pixel on this site, and then you will be able to go to Link Wizard, and you'll be able to come in and actually create a short link, let's say. And you can create this, and you can go in and say, hey, this is for solo vendor A. All right? You can create this short link for solo vendor A, and then you can give him this short link. And then essentially, as long as you have the Link Wizard pixel installed on your website, you can actually track back to any particular short link actual conversion. So you can go in and define a conversion for a lead, or define a conversion for a community membership, or an inner circle membership, or a team membership, or whatever conversions that you want, just like you can in Facebook, custom conversions, all right? And then what will happen, you just install that pixel on your website, then you can create different short links, and you can give those short links out to different people, and then you'll actually be able to track back out conversions for any of those short links. And you can see, okay, hey, I gave this short link to solo vendor A, and I can see he's actually generated 15 leads and 3 inner circle sales and 2 community membership sales. Versus I gave this other link to solo vendor C, and he generated, 58 leads, but he didn't generate any sales. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give solo vendor A some more short links because he's actually producing sales. So we are building out that conversion tracking and building a custom Link Wizard pixel, and then we are working on the custom domains as well. So hopefully the custom domains will be done. I'm not promising it, but it should be done by the end of this month. All right. So hopefully that answers that question. Jeffrey, you said thank you. Jeffrey, you said yes at the 97. I don't see it. I'm going to PM you because I found that before and it does not work for me. It says missing purchase. All right. So yeah, if you just PM me your email address, I can update you on the back end, Jeffrey. No problem there. Let's see. What's up, Darren? Darren says I use Link Wizard every day and it's extremely important for my tracking and pixel placement. And then he also says that is a great update. I'm glad you think so. So we're trying to make this platform as powerful as possible. As always, if you guys have any feature requests or any new features that you want inside the platform, you can just always go into the Tier 5 community and post up any feature requests that you have, or you can even do that right inside the chat bot. You can just click right here, and then you can come over here, and you can go to help, and you can just type in suggestion, and then once you type in suggestion, it's just going to ask you for your suggestion, and I'm just going to say, hey, yes, I do have a suggestion here, and I want some, we want custom domains. All right? And whenever you do that, literally what will happen is it will go straight in here to my engineers, and if you go to Link Wizard, let's see, where is Link Wizard at? Should be over here somewhere. This will go straight into the engineers. So you can see, here's a new suggestion right here from me. I just suggested it. We want custom domains. So if you want any new features, if you have any new features that you want to ask for, like I said, just go into the chat bot. You can use that functionality, and it will be sent right to our engineers, and they can evaluate it and go in. And what we do is we actually pipe everything on what's called a pipe chart, and we just evaluate the complexity, the time complexity versus the overall benefit it will have to all users. And if it falls in the right quadrant of the chart, we go ahead and add it onto the to-do list. All right. So any other questions that anybody has while we're here, or is everybody good and understands all of Link Wizard now? I don't see any open questions on Facebook or anywhere else. Well, I don't think you guys have any more questions because you're not asking any questions. So that's pretty much it on Link Wizard. So I'm going to go in and try to actually take this video and break it down into small little videos, and I'm going to add in a training tab in here so that if you guys forget, you can just watch the videos on the training tab. I did get your video. I did get your message, Jeffrey. Thank you much, sir. So I'm going to add in a training tab here and put all the training videos in here. I did want to make sure you guys had all the training that you need and understood all the features here. All right. So if at any time you need some help, just go to the community and post things in the community. As soon as this video is done rendering, I will upload it to YouTube if you want to watch it over and over and over again. All right. Tomorrow, I will send you guys all a message because we will do a different training on a different software tomorrow. Simon, I see you said we could include our messenger URL directly on a landing page and collect email and name, correct? I don't understand exactly what that means. I don't understand exactly what that means, Simon. Could we include our messenger URL directly onto a landing page and collect email and name, correct? Yeah, I mean, you can include your messenger URL on a landing page and somebody can click it, and then you can get their name and email, sure. Still don't completely understand the question. Ryan said, I just got here. Can you insert a Facebook pixel into the link? You sure can. You just come over here to your pixels and then you just add whatever one of your pixels. Here's my Facebook pixel. You just need to keep in mind, Ryan, before you can add those Facebook pixels, you need to come in here to your settings and go to manage pixels, and you need to add in your pixel. If you want a Facebook pixel, just click Facebook, and then just give it a name, whatever you want to call it, and then just put in your pixel ID, all right? If you want to use a YouTube or Google or LinkedIn or Twitter or Pinterest or even a custom pixel, you can, if you want, just so you guys know, you can actually add sticky reviews to your short links if you want by adding the sticky review code in here. You could go in and actually add a Magic Zap code also in here just by using the custom pixel. So if you wanted to use Magic Zap with the short link or use sticky reviews with the short link, I don't know why you would want to do that, but if you wanted to, you could totally do that. So any other questions that you guys have? Any other questions? Boys, girls, transgenders? Do we have any more questions today? No more questions? Simon says, I want to use Messenger directly on a landing page rather than autoresponder. I'm not really understanding you so much there, what you're talking about. So, and yes, this does work with Zapier. We do have a Zapier integration. So I will send you a link, Ryan, or you can just message me, or you can just check out my YouTube channel and you can just go back over this video. We did go over the Zapier integration. If you want to use the Zapier integration, you'll just come into your settings and go to your Zapier integration. Here's the link to the Zapier integration, and here is your token so that you can actually connect with Zapier. All right. Again, Simon, don't really understand exactly what you're asking, so maybe you can send me a private message and I can try to understand more of what you're talking about. But you can use Messenger directly on a landing page. I use Messenger on all my pages, so you can use the chat widget, the Facebook chat widget, or I mean, you can go in and put Messenger directly on a landing page, sure. So. Any other questions that are related to Link Wizard and how to use Link Wizard? No other questions, I think. I think everybody's good. Well, if you have any other questions, we have covered everything in this video. So if you just go check out my YouTube channel, in about an hour, this video will be added right there to my YouTube channel. And you can just watch it over, and then all your questions should be answered. If not, you can always message me or post your questions in the Tier 5 community. And then all these individual trainings will just be put in here in a training tab sometime probably next week as well. All right, so until next time, guys, girls, transgenders, thanks again for coming, your participation, and all your support. Hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys later.